Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kremer from Oakville, Canada, and we're going to be doing our last card. This is take number 2 because my dogs started going nuts when somebody came to the door. So this is the card we're making, and this is the kit that you get. All the pieces in your kit when you order my monthly kit. So with this piece, what we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors, and that, I don't know if you heard, but that was my dog in the background doing his little moan as he lies down. So in card number 3, I was saying there's this little green piece that we add to the card. Well, this piece that we're just cutting off here is that little green piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your blending brush or sponge or whatever, you're going to color this green, and then you're going to slip it into that card. So this was my card that I did earlier, and once I've put some color on it, I'm going to stick it in there. And you know what? It would actually look okay even if you just left it white. So if you want to leave it white, by all means. Okay. So with this piece, we're just going to cut out all our shapes. So we're going to cut away all the greenery that is part of this card. And what we're going to be left with is we're going to be left with individual shells. So that is one thing that the die doesn't do, is it doesn't go and cut out all these shells individually, but this is easy enough that you can just do it yourself. And you can always like make sure to round your edges. So we have 3 there, and then I'm not really sure why my dog is barking, but he is. So just press mute if it's really annoying. Sorry. So I think for the shells, what I did was so we're going to leave some of this greenery here, some of this kelp, and we're going to sponge it because it will be used for our background. So that's our piece. So basically what we've done is we've taken this piece and we've cut out all the individual shells. And as you can see, it wasn't difficult. It was actually quite easy to do. Okay, now we're gonna grab our blending brush. So here's our blending brush. And what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to use crumb. I think I use crumb cake, or should I use the hair set? You know what? Let's use the crumb cake. So here's our crumb cake. We're going to do these two in crumb cake. This one might be a little harder because that's going to be hard to hold. Well, that sort of works. Because it's so hard to hold, it was hard to get color on it. Okay, so now we're going to brush this around, get off all the colors so that we could switch to a different color. And we are going to use our Blushing Bride, which I can't seem to find. Not sure where it went. Okay, so let's use, oh, here it is. It was back on my shelf again, except it wasn't in the place that I normally have it. Okay, so these two shells we're going to do in the Blushing Bride. Again, I'm going to use the same blending brush. When you get the blending brushes, they come in a set of 3. You do not need to have a different brush for every color. You really, really do not. I believe you can just wash these with like a little bit of soap and water, or like a little drop of shampoo or something. I have not washed mine yet, and I've had these for what, 3 or 4 months. I find I don't really need to have anything for it. And then our last shell is going to be using this Seaside. I find the smaller the piece, the harder it is to sort of hold it down to get the color on there. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So I think I'm pretty happy with those. Oh wait, now we gotta do our green. So I'm gonna use Pear Pizzazz for the green piece here. Now I love sparkle, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Wink of Stella and I'm gonna put it on this green. So this is my Wink of Stella. It gives you glitter, except it's not messy. I'm told it's alcohol based, so it's not messy at all, and it just adds a nice shimmer without the mess. So there we go. Now hopefully my hands are not too messy. We're gonna take our card here. This was embossed with the other, I think it's called Seabed. I can't remember. I do apologize that I can't think of the name right now, but it's in our catalog under the embossing folders. So we're gonna glue this down. And I guess there's no right or wrong way. So you could just pick whichever way. Don't worry, you can't go wrong. So now we're going to put that down, and then we're going to take this piece and we're going to glue it down to the card. We're going to glue this down, and I can hear my husband talking in the kitchen with my son, and we're going to try to talk over that. So we're just going to add some glue there and plop this down. Then we're going to take our largest shell piece here, and we're going to glue that down as well. Like some pieces I glued down, and then some I popped up using dimensionals. And you can pop up however many pieces you want, or you can glue it all down. I always like to pop up some of the pieces, just because. So I'm gonna glue this piece down, and then I'm also gonna glue this shell down here. And then for these two last shells, we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back and pop them up. So one there, one there. So we're gonna leave this across the bottom. And then we're going to put a dimensional on this tiny little one. And then we're going to take this pearl, and we're going to put it right in the center there. And then for our sentiment, I'm gonna stamp this. So you might be hearing a lot of noise in the background today at my house, because my son is attending an online birthday party, and the friend whose party it is, his dad just dropped off a pizza, and he dropped off cupcake, chips, drinks, gummy worms, and of course we gave him a gift card. And I was just thinking what a great idea it is. And then all the kids meet online and they play like video games, which, I mean, I'm okay with that, because it's kind of social. So that's what they're doing, and then that's why you sort of hear all this noise in the background from my kids. And then now for the sentiment, we're just gonna trim it out. And then we're going to pop that up. And again, we're going to take this little piece. This is very same idea as the last couple of cards. We're just going to pull it apart. I'm going a little overboard there. Again, I'm going to put a strip of adhesive just to hold down that ribbon. This is just the way I do it. So I fold it in half. And then I'm going to sort of have the pieces come out at the end there, like that. And then I'm going to also add dimensionals to the back of this piece. One on the bottom, one on the top. And then we're just going to put that. I don't want it like completely centered. I just sort of want it off to the side, just to balance everything out. And there's our finished card. Oh, and we're missing some pearls. So if I can find my pearls here, which I guess I can't. Okay, well, in your kit you will have some pearls, and you just add those to the card. I'm sure I saw the pearls earlier. I just can't seem to find them now. So again, thanks for joining me. Happy Sunday. See you next week.